Hey guys, NASCAR Heat 5 playoffs mode with the Truck Series with Kyle Busch. Yeah, we're now in NASCAR Heat 5. We finished Heat 4 2 days ago as I'm recording this. So we're going to do playoffs with Kyle Busch. He is in this truck, so. Okay, so playoffs, our schedule is Gateway, Canadian Tire, Bristol, Las Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville, and Phoenix. So let's just go to do that. Yeah, because this has no playoff races. There's 20 tracks, so yeah. Yeah. So we'll be doing that for that. But we're going to do playoffs today with Kyle Busch. He's down here. There he is. He drove this truck. This truck did make the owners playoffs, so let's just go with Kyle Busch. So there is 10 drivers now in the playoffs, not 8. This is the first year with 10. So our playoff contenders are Sheldon Creed, Matt Crafton, Austin Hill, Grant Enfinger, Johnny Sauter, Ty Majeski, Stuart Friesen, Ross Chastain, Riley Herbst in the 51. Yeah, Herbst is in the main 51. They had said F. Kyle Busch also in the 51, and then me in the other 51. So yeah, so championship mode settings. I gotta set that. So 95, DNFs are enabled. So full damage, DNFs are enabled, 13%. Okay, that's how I want it. So that's what our settings are gonna be for that. Save and continue. So that's our settings. So the first race is at Gateway. So let's just head to, well, it says WW2 Raceway, but we know it as Gateway. So let's go into Gateway. Yeah, I forgot Gateway opened up the playoffs. Well, originally it was supposed to be, COVID happened and that screwed everything up. Yeah, because Richmond was the last race before the playoffs and in the revamped 2020 schedule. But Gateway was supposed to be the final race before was the first race of the playoffs originally. So yeah, let's just head into qualifying. Pole times a 34.793.
All right, driver, dig.
Yeah, I'm gonna film all 7 playoff races today, get them over with. Tomorrow I'm gonna be busy watching all of F1 and other stuff tomorrow. So off at 4, gonna start qualifying lap here at Gateway.
Qualified. Make it count here.
Like, my goal is to win all the playoff races. I've been able to do that in trucks, but Xfinity I haven't been able to because I keep losing at Richmond. But now I know for Richmond, to be competitive, we have to put the setup on setup 6 for Richmond now, because I didn't for Cup and I was actually won it. Off of 4, should get pole time. 34.6. It was closer, but 34.644. Second place was Spencer Boyd somehow. What? Okay, Herbst qualified up here. Well, Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed, who are in the playoffs, are back here. Majeski's 23rd. And Clay Greenfield rounds out the field. So let's just go dominate the win. That's my goal. So let's just go to the race. Okay, so Jason White's somehow been a dominant all weekend for Realm. Spencer Boyd's fast, I guess. Man, I'm on pole. That's the headlines for today's race. Okay, so it's me and Spencer Boyd on the front row.
Green's out, man. Let's
Green
go.
flag underway, 21 laps. Yep. Then we go to CTMP in Bristol. Let's run round of 10. Then we go to a round of, I think it's round of 8 or round of 6, whatever.
Got one down low now. All clear.
Yeah, we'll know after this race to see who's in the red. Then we got Vegas. The next round is Las Vegas, Martinsville, and Phoenix. Not Phoenix. Las Vegas, Martinsville, Las Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville. We don't have Texas there anymore. And then the finale's at Phoenix now in this game. And it's known as Phoenix again. This was ISM Raceway for 2018 and 2019. Now the track is back as Phoenix, and that's now the finale. Okay, so we're not really pulling away, but we're ahead. Gateway's a tougher track than most. It's not the easiest track, but CTMP is going to be easy, and Bristol. I'm really good at CTMP. Bristol is one of the easier tracks, but we're pulling away a bit. Let's just pull away and win. Yeah, Kyle Busch did races in the 51, and the 51 made the 100 playoffs, but I know Kyle Busch is in the game in the 54, the Xfinity Series, which ran part-time with him and Denny Hamlin. Hamlin also ran the 54, which, yeah, and then we got, okay, already almost, okay, 1.5 on Spencer Boyd, 18 to go. Brake late a bit, which they know yellow for that, obviously. No damage. I put full damage on. Must have barely tapped it then, but I do also have DNFs on, so I gotta be careful and not getting loose in DNFing, so I gotta be careful with that. That's new for that was the first heat game with DNFs as Heat 5. Heat 4 didn't have it, but previous game with DNFs was NASCAR 15 before NASCAR Heat 5 did it. But then 21 ignition happened. That was just like, I know there's a 2022 mode on this, but I don't have to play it since it's literally the same game. The next game after that, NASCAR Heat 5, is NASCAR 25. And then after that, I do championship modes for all the games, starting with NASCAR 2013, which I still got to redo after all of that, do the playoffs again with the chase mode in 2013, but this time with Kyle Busch. So that's what I'm doing now, because I didn't win the title as F1, because my goal is to win a championship in all the series, like all the championship modes, playoffs, whatever. My goal is to win the championship. So yeah. Okay, Spencer Boyd drops third. I'm in 3.7 ahead of Enfinger. Johnny Sauter's in fifth. Jason White in the Realm 34 somehow, and Howe in fourth. I know it said he had a fast truck all weekend, which was odd. And right front's at 88%. Yeah, I like this track. Gateway's interesting. Always an interesting track. Now Gateway's in the playoffs now. Yeah, Gateway's interesting. How I like it. Yeah, I always like this track. Yep. Trying not to pull the curve of it. Okay, 5 seconds on Brandon Finger. We're gonna start closing on lap traffic soon. Should be good, just don't make mistakes. Okay, 12 to go. Lap truck ahead. I see Clay Greenfield 31st. I think this is Mike Harmon. It looks like Mike Harmon's 74 truck who is in this game. Even though I don't think they didn't run a truck race in 20. Yeah, they didn't run a truck race, so I don't know why he's in the game in 2020, but whatever. There's Mike Harmon and the 74.
You're all clear up top there.
Okay, 11 to go. Closing on Clay Greenfield in the 68 and Joni Imchek in the 87. They ran Fords for Nemco in 2020, and then they kept them for 2021
Stay on the bottom here.
because John Hunter drove the 8 in certain races in a Ford because Nemechek, John Hunter and Nemechek drove full-time in Cup for Front Row, which was Fords. He drove the 38 after David Reagan retired. And then, yeah, David Reagan retired from full-time racing. Yeah, okay, then the lap for Joe Cobb. Tyler Ankrum, who's not in the playoffs, is somehow 28th.
You're clear.
He's in a GMS truck. Let me just lower this down a bit more. Yeah, there's Tyler Ankrum and the 26 for GMS. He was kind of bad, but he had also bad luck.
You got room. You're clear.
Kept getting caught up in people's wrecks, like at Vegas in 2020, Kansas in the fall of 2020. Lap Natalie Decker in the 44, who got top 5 at Daytona. And then people try to say she's good. It's like she only had one top 5. Hey, there's my teammate, Rafael Lassard in the 4 truck, who missed the playoffs. But he did win the race at Talladega in 2020. Okay.
Stay low.
Yeah,
Clear all around there.
get under Rafael Lassard, which he is now full-time in the Euro 2 Series. In the Euro Open Series, I meant, for the NASCAR Euro Series. And there's Tom Majeski. Yeah, I think it's round of 10, round of 8, then round of 4, so we lose 2 people after this round. So, yeah. There's Ty Majeski, who's in the playoffs. I just lapped him in 24th. Christian Eckes drove the 18 full-time in 20... Yeah, in 2020, and then he moved over to split the 98 with Christian Eckes, with Enfinger in 2021. Yeah, there's the lap. That's not Timmy Hill, that's Tyler Hill, is in the 56th in the game. So lap Tyler Hill. Sheldon Creed's in the playoffs. I just lapped him in 21st. Okay, almost 10 seconds on Grant Enfinger. Spencer Boyd's still 3rd. Zane Smith's 4th. Todd Gillen, yeah, there's Spencer. So Enfinger's 10 seconds back, and then Spencer Boyd's like 5 seconds behind Enfinger, 15 seconds back of me. Yeah, we have a fast truck. AI tire wear might be kicking in because I have AIs to have like decent amount of tire wear, because most of these heat games you have a lot of tire wear, the AIs don't, so I wanted to balance that out with them having more tire wear, so you can be closer to them than them not having a big advantage. Yeah. And this is the original save file from when I started playing on PC back in would have been end of 2020 into 2021. I've been doing PC gaming, so I was originally playing this on the Xbox, but when I got my PC, I'm like, PC's better. Oh, caution for Jason White. Well, there's only 5 to go. I'm not going to pit. Jason White, that sucks. Yeah. And Mike Harmon's last, so we don't have to pit. Race is almost over anyway. These races are short. Same with the Xfinity Series, but it's the Cup Series races. I might pit during those because they're longer.
Hammer down.
Yeah, Yeah, 2 to go. Regulation 2 to go.
Just a couple more turns.
Just had to figure in the playoffs, but I've just got a good restart. I expected that to go green. Guess not. Yep, that's just strange. And off of turn number 4, coming towards the white flag. White flag, final lap. Off of 2 down the back straightaway for the final time. Sauter's up to 5th. Spencer Boyd's still in 4th. Well, Sauter dropped out of the top 5. Yeah, going to 3 and 4. And off of turn number 4, we're gonna open off the playoffs with a win at Gateway. Yeah, we're gonna win at Gateway. Heck yes, yes.
Way to go, driver.
Got round 10.
Nice job.
Burn out for that. Okay, I don't even know what happened. I didn't check the replay, darn it. But so we won. Zane Smith 2nd, Brandon Ficker 3rd, Spencer Boyd. Okay, Todd Gilliland. Okay, Chastain's in the playoffs 7th, Austin Hill 8th. Okay. Freeson's in 9th. Jason White still finished 14th. Herbst, who's in the playoffs, is 15th. Sheldon Creed and Ty Majeski are on the playoffs. They're 21st and 22nd. And Tyler Ankrum finished 30th somehow, and Clay Greenfield finished last. So yeah, it's 8. Okay, it goes to round of 8. So heading in, yeah, Sheldon Creed is -6 and Majeski -7. Since we eliminate 2 after this round, because it goes round of 10, round of 8, round of 4. So Creed and Majeski are below the cutoff heading into CTMP. Victor Lynn's the same as Heat 4. So fast lap was us 34.616. Most laps led, we led all 21 laps from the pole. Most laps led was on the move was Austin Wayne Self, 30th to 16th, gained 14 spots. And tough break goes to Natalie Deckers, 3rd, 10th, finished 25th, lost 15 spots. Yeah, so that was a solid race. Locked in already, but I want to try to win all the races. All 7 playoff races for this, win all 7 Xfinity playoff races, and win all 10 Cup playoffs, which I haven't been able to do yet for Cup, but so yeah, next race will be at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, which I think it's 8 laps, not 9. This race is 26. This race is actually 17. Yeah, there's some of the laps numbers are 1 lap too much, except Martinsville and Phoenix are correct. That's 12 laps. This is 17, and this is 8. So yeah, next race will be at Canadian Tire for the Chevrolet Silverado 250. So see you guys at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park.